All right, so today we need your help, y'all. Welcome to Asheville, North Carolina, and we are helping Chris and Alex, a couple moving from Savannah, Georgia, who are ready for a big change, move to Asheville. So right now they're renting, but they are on the hunt, and they're not just looking for a house, y'all. They are chasing a whole new way of life, one that has more freedom, more creativity, and a community that feels like home. Sounds dreamy, right? So there might face a few challenges along the way, but that's where you and I are going to come in, and we're going to help them solve this problem. So where exactly should Chris and Alex live in Asheville's 2025 market? What makes sense for them, for their budget and their lifestyle? And what if they fall in love with the wrong home? We can't let that happen to them. So stay tuned, stick with us. Let's go on this mission. Are you on your lunch break?
Yeah, lunch break.
Oh my goodness. What a beautiful spot to do it. What we are going to do is to go to 3 distinct areas of Asheville, and that'll give you at home a really good idea of different areas of Asheville and what you get in those areas. And these are all areas that Alex and Chris are probably going to enjoy living in, and this is kind of a service, of course, that we provide is helping people move to Asheville. So if that's you, reach out any of the ways down below and we'd be glad to help you. The first one that we are going to go check out is kind of like East Central Asheville, and it's an area called Beverly Hills. There is a golf course that is nearby because Alex likes golf, but it's not really attached to the neighborhood, so it's a whole separate thing. You can be a part of it or not a part of it. What's great about Beverly Hills is that it's not trafficky. You can get there super easy. It is so centrally located. If you check out a map, then you'll see exactly where Beverly Hills is, and you can be downtown Asheville, you can be in South Asheville, you can be in East Asheville, on the Blue Ridge Parkway, hiking a trail, living your best life in minutes, seriously. And there's even parts of that area where you can just walk out your door and walk to a brewery. Also be in big box stores, like the mall is not that far away either. So that's really appealing because of the instant access to everywhere. You don't have that in a lot of cities. And Asheville is really unique in that. You can be anywhere in about 20 minutes if you live in Asheville. The second place that we're gonna go look at today is in West Asheville, but not your typical West Asheville. We're not talking about like right on Haywood Road and like the little bungalows that we think about on the videos that I made about West Asheville. We are gonna check out Malvern Hills, which is a little bit more, has a residential community vibe, a little larger lots. It's not necessarily walking distance to Haywood Road, but you still have 4 to 5 minute access to Haywood Road. So you have all those cafes, the breweries, the live music that Chris and Alex love, and the action, and the restaurants, of course, and the yoga and everything. Everything's right there, right off their doorstep pretty much, but you're just not walking to Haywood Road. So we're going to check that out too. And you'll see the prices fluctuate depending on the different locations. The third place that we're going to go is North Asheville, which is all about location, because this is instant access to downtown, to Merriman Avenue. You have a whole other set of restaurants and cafes and venues and parks and lakes and rivers and trails right in North Asheville. And it's established, it's more traditional, it has some other mid-century homes that they're kind of looking for, a little bit older, but it's going to cost a little bit more. So we are going to weigh the pros and the cons of each of these locations specifically for them, and you can keep it in the back of your head too if you're thinking about moving to the area. It's going to help you make an informed decision. Let's explore a little bit about what Chris and Alex are looking for, because they are moving. Hi. They are moving from Savannah, Georgia, and they both finished with art school at SCAD. So they're like, okay, what's our next place? They love the beach, but they're like, we came here for school. We love Asheville. We came and visited all the time, and they're just super cool people anyway. They currently rent, but they're looking for their home. And we're going to help them. We're going to explore some different areas. And here's what they want. They want to be social, so they want to be kind of close to the action. They're going to be 10 to 20 minutes max away from downtown Asheville or Haywood Road. And they want to be surrounded with art. Art is very important to them. That is their passion, that is what they're into. They love the outdoors. So they want to have access to the outdoors, not where they have to drive miles and miles away, but when they finish their work day or work night, however artists do it these days, then they can just hop, skip, and a jump over to a trail, or come to the golf course, or come over to Beaver Lake, or just like we have all these urban trails right in Asheville, and we have the Blue Ridge Parkway as well. So they have a ton of opportunities to connect with nature easily. So that's really what they're looking for. They want 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Their budget is anywhere from $650 to $750. Of course, you know, they want to get some bang for the buck, but the location is really important to them too. They love mid-century modern, so we're going to show them some options there, some that have been updated, some that are left in more pristine condition. We're going to see some options, so stick with us, and you're going to help us vote to decide which one works best for them. Welcome to our first house, y'all. This is in the location called Beverly Hills. This is central Asheville, right on a golf course, really close to a golf course at least. You are almost in East Asheville, but you're almost in central Asheville. So if you were to drive downtown, it would take you 10 minutes only, which is awesome because you rarely get this privacy and seclusion that close to a downtown ever. So let's go inside. Wow, look at this. I love this door, y'all. Okay, I'm in the market for a new door, so I'm totally looking at doors. And look at this kitchen, brand spanking new. Now I gotta double check my numbers here because this home smells like it has a new car smell. This home smells brand spanking new, and it has new floors, new kitchen, new everything. Now this fireplace looks like it's not new. This home was actually built in 1976, but you would never know that by looking around. This is absolutely fabulous. Look what they have done. I love this island. It is massive. You have a microwave way down below here. That's interesting. You can totally look out over the living room, and I love this backsplash that they've used. Sometimes you see blue incorporated, and it's a little bit too blue. It overtakes the room, and this does not. I love how they did the white counters with the gold trim too. This is absolutely gorgeous. You have so much counter space and so many cabinets and storage space. Totally dig it. I got to show you how low this microwave is though. Come over here. I don't think I've ever seen this design before. So I would almost need like a little stool to get down there. It's brand spanking new though. This whole house has been totally renovated, and it's massive. I mean, look over here. Right off the front door, you're gonna have like your laundry room, which is super convenient, like a little mud room, a washroom. You come in, you're gonna be in the kitchen, which is great. Here's the dining room, in the living room, and then if you check this out, this is like one level living if you want it. Check this out. You have a bathroom right here to the right, totally redone. I know some people are like, don't wear your shoes in the bathtub. My shoes are sparkling, brand new, clean, y'all. So don't worry about it. Brand new tile work here, bathtub. Now they have luxury vinyl plank throughout the whole home. Some people love that. Some people do not love that. Comment down below and let me know what you think. If you'd rather have hardwood floor, which is you have to be more mindful to maintain, right? Or luxury vinyl plank, which you can just romp and roam around on and not worry about it. Depends on what you want to worry about in life, right? Cool little bedroom here. Could be a little bedroom or an office. It faces the front. And then you have same over there. And then here would be your primary bedroom upstairs. Now, it's not massive, but it is enough. It depends on what you need. It goes right into a big, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely bathroom. Look at this. Okay, so now we have the blue again. We have a double vanity. And look at this little tub. What? Oh, I thought that was a TV for a minute. It is a shelf. It is a recessed shelf. Now, I love this tub. I love that it's freestanding. Now, but let's look here because it's not massive. It's not a massive tub. I guess they had to like be aware of space. Oh, it works. Like if you were 6'3", you might have a little trouble. I have to bend my knees. I can't straighten out. Okay, so well, we should go in the shower first. Oh my goodness. I've never seen a shower floor like this. It is a blue what? It's like a vinyl or something. That's really cool. Huh, interesting. I bet that's a way to have something that's durable but not as costly as tile. Waterfall shower head right there. Coming into the potty toilet and then into a huge closet with a sliding door. Now there are no shelves in here. So this is also where they keep the children probably sometimes. Just kidding. Nobody's lived here since it's been renovated. No child abuse. Okay, let's go. Let's explore the outside regions because as you know, because you came in the front door, we have the big front door outside area with a tiny, tiny little porch and kind of some wide, beautiful stairs. So then over here, you're gonna have a screened in porch. Now you are close to everything. You're gonna hear a little bit of road noise, but it's gonna be different during different parts of the day. This is totally screened in. And if it were me, I might make like a little outdoor fireplace area or a, hot tub. But this is a great space to be outside most of the year, and they have redone this as well. Now there's one more space that is not screened in, which is incredible. Look at this deck, y'all. This is huge. Okay, so you have a whole deck here with stairs that go down. Now this property is on 0.27 acres. Not massive. There's not a ton of flat area, but guess what you get with this? And this is what a lot of our clients talk about when they're calling us and they want us to find them homes, which is exactly what we do. Reach out down below if you'd like that. Is that they say they want privacy, right? Well, that's the beautiful thing about Western North Carolina is that you don't have to buy 10 acres or 5 acres or even 3 acres to get privacy because we have foliage all around. So a lot of the homes that are 10 minutes from downtown still feel like you're in the middle of nowhere because you're on a little bit of a hill. You got trees all, you feel like you're in a tree house. You're not always going to see your neighbors too, depending on which side of the house that you are facing at that moment. So keep that in mind. And that's where we come in really handy is because we can go vet and look at these homes for you and tell you how private they are because you're not going to know that just by looking online. Now there's a whole downstairs, y'all. Let's go. One thing you're going to find in Western North Carolina are a lot of converted basements. And here is a great example of one. Now we're coming downstairs. We have almost as much square footage under the house as we do on top of the house. So you have the ability to live on one single level upstairs and rent down below. I mean, look, this is a full kitchen. Now here's something cool is they just put a what's it called? Stovetop? No? Cooktop. Right here without the oven. Who's baking brownies? Somebody is, not me right now. And then they have open shelving up here, so they save some money on some cabinets, but they have them down below and they have tons of shelving, which is cool and modern and makes you be a little bit more organized. So this is a whole other unit downstairs. Do you know what that means for the total square footage of this home? It's not just normal, it's 3,400 square feet. And you have options. Say your mortgage is huge and say they didn't want to pay the whole thing or they couldn't or they needed to work up to that because they are artists, right? They could rent out the downstairs long term or maybe short term, depending. You have a bedroom down here that's totally separate, closed off with a mini split. So a lot of times when you see homes that are being redone or finished and they have separate heating and cooling areas, it is better these days to put in a mini split than to extend your HVAC unit. You have a full bath down here with a shower. Y'all, I'm a sucker for penny tiles. How are they hard to clean? Do y'all know? Is it kind of harder to clean penny tiles? I love these inverted shelves right there. This is kind of cool too. Now look how much space we have. I love the modern look. Now they had to keep these pillars, of course, for support, but they have finished out this whole basement. It's massive. You could have a whole dance studio down here. And then you have your own exit right here, so people can just park right here and come in. So you could use it for a business space or you could use it as a rental. How cool is that? They may really like this. Now, what I love about this home for them is that it has that mid-century modern feel. It is totally updated. They don't have to do anything to it. It has charm and character, and it's 10 minutes from downtown, a low-maintenance backyard that could be fenced in if they decide to get it pet. So I'm not seeing too much wrong with this. It's in the middle of their budget. It's around $730,000, and they have the possibility to generate some income by renting out the downstairs. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is a good house for them? Because we have 2 other places we're going to check out too. So we're going on a full tour today in 3 different parts of Asheville. So you're going to want to stay tuned, especially if you're thinking about moving to the area, because it's going to be important for you to recognize the differences in what you get in different areas. Now we are in West Asheville, but not the typical West Asheville that you think about, because we are not right on Haywood Road. We are in the cutest, most quaintest little part of West Asheville that not a lot of people know about, called Malvern Hills. And it's where you get a little bit more land. You're not right in the mix of all of it, and people can know each other. It feels more like a little neighborhood kind of deal. We have a mid-century / West Asheville bungalow, not really, but like one level living with a lot of bedrooms that could be a really good fit for them because it is quintessential Asheville. Let's go inside. Woohoo! Now, you know what? This house, check it out. How cool is this? This is totally Asheville. This house was built in 1960, but the way they have decorated it and finished it out makes it feel like this really cool retro cross between mid-century modern and whatever the style of West Asheville is, which is like kind of hipster, fun. Now, the people that own this house are artists, so when you look around today, you're going to see a lot of art, which is what we're about in Asheville. And it's mostly their art that they do. You have a wood stove here, which is awesome because it's not taking up tons of room, and this whole living room is super spacious. Let's come through here to the dining room. Look behind me. You have a whole area, a whole dining area where you can host easily. Check this out. They have a whole record collection here. So while you're hosting your fun dinner party with your community of West Asheville hipster fun friends, you don't have to be a hipster to live in West Asheville, but I'm just making generalizations from my limited perspectives. You can put on some vinyl and rock it out, or someone can play a nice song, or you can just sit at the kitchen bar over here. Check this out. Huge kitchen bar with a really cool combination of granite and wood right here. Tons of counter space. Beautiful custom cabinets. This house has it all. I'm a little in love. Again, I tend to fall in love easily, don't I? Gas range right here. Check it out. We've got all hardwood floors. Looks original, 1960 original, but have been redone. And you can even gloss that up too. Now, what's cool about this home is the amount of bedrooms that it has. So you have like this one level, right? So you've got a bedroom here, right on the front of the house, which could be a kid's room or guest room. And then you're gonna have an original bathroom right here. This is absolutely original, which is fun. I like how they kept the tile. Here we have another bedroom. Now these are mid-sized, mid-century bedrooms, so they're not gonna be super, super huge. One more right here. And this looks like the main bedroom that they're using. But guess what, you all? You're not gonna believe this, because downstairs, there's 2 more. And you could, again, this is such an Asheville theme, y'all. If you are moving to Asheville and you want to make a little bit of extra income, this is what we do here. We split it up, we finish our basements, and we can rent it out for extra income if we need to, because people want to come to Asheville. If that's you and you're thinking about buying or investing in Asheville, then please reach out. Any of the ways down below, be happy to advise you on different areas, price points, possibilities, because there's a lot to know beyond just watching the videos, and we'd be glad to help you. So let's run downstairs and let's see what else there is down there, because there's something that I love down there, and you're gonna probably like it too. Let's go. Okay, heading downstairs. We again have hardwood floors in this like little cute little nook. We got a what's that called? Laundry room? I'm learning terms, y'all. Laundry room, and then we have a sunken bedroom down here. This feels super nice. And here's some more vinyl action if we need to set the mood. Big windows here. It feels super, really, really nice. Oh, here you have a closet, and then you walk into double vanities and a massive, beautiful tub. Now, y'all, everybody's got different styles, right? I'm a little bit of a traditionalist in some ways. Check out this tub. Nicely sized. You do not have to make a big commitment. It's not a jacuzzi tub where you're like, I've got to have 4 hours if I'm going to fill this up to feel good about myself in the world. This is a bathtub. And it's massive. And I would read a book in there for at least an hour and a half. Totally dig it. Okay, what else do we have going on? Let's come over here. Okay, we got a half bath right here. Check that out. Half bath. And then we have another whole like little seating area. This can be rented on its own, because here is a bedroom. Now there's not a window in here. There's a mirror on a closet. You do some good sleeping in here. There's a window in this like little living room area. But this could be its whole own vacation rental area, probably. And then, y'all, here's my special treat. We got a little bit of a kitty door right there, which I love. And then you come out here, you have a covered area, And then look what we have right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get it. It's perfect. You get a hot tub. I love a good house that comes with a hot tub. Check out this yard. To find flat yard this close to downtown. So we are 12 minutes driving from downtown right now, 5 minutes from Haywood Road. You have a garden. Look at this expansive space. Now you're going to have some houses behind you. That's why they have little fence privacy. But look at this big, beautiful fenced-in yard on 0.33 acres. That close to everything in town. This home has 5 bedrooms total, 2.5 baths, so plenty of place to sprawl out on 0.33 acres, so you have some space too. 1960 build. I love it. Oh, wow. Look at this painting, y'all. Now, this is awesome. They're artists. Everybody's a little creative around here, which makes life interesting. Check out this out. This is the exact view that we're looking at right here, right? You got the wood stove over here, you got the door, but the painting's different, of course, because how can it see itself, right? I totally dig that. How cool is that? It makes me want to do that in my house. This is going to come in a little bit under their budget at the bottom. Bottom side of it is $650, and it has everything they're looking for. It has the charm, it has the mid-century modern look, it has enough bedrooms to work from home and also to host guests. Had a fenced-in yard if they decided they do want to get a pet. So vote down below. Let me know what you think, if this would be a good match. And we've got one more to go, and this home is really cool. So you're not going to want to miss this. Let's get on the road. Welcome to North Asheville. Now this is all about location. You know why? Because we are really close to Beaver Lake. We're close to Merriman Avenue. You're like 8 minutes from downtown, depending on traffic on Merriman Avenue. You're near Asheville Country Club. You have larger lots here. This is 0.66 acres. You have some room to spread your wings, and it feels really private. But you're in this really cute community called Mountain View Gardens. It's small, it's quaint, seems friendly. The houses are all diverse and different. So let's go into this painted mid-century rancher and see if this would work for Chris and Alex, because I think it's kind of cool. This is a 1960s build, which is what you're going to see in the North Asheville area. There's going to be more classic homes that have been redone, mid-century modern, or just kind of rancher homes. But it's definitely going to be eclectic and interesting, and the lots are going to have more space typically because they're older, more established neighborhoods. Now what you see here, they have redone some, so you're going to have some open spaces, but then you're going to have these cozy little nooks. So what we're seeing in real estate too right now is a lot of homes were blown wide open. They took out all the walls, they took out everything, and there's just big open spaces, and people are kind of missing these like little cozy nooks that feel like you have a little bit of space, like your own zone. This is awesome because I would be sitting here reading a book in front of the fire, hanging out. Now here, it's totally wide open, y'all. I dig this. So here you have your dining room, you have a screened-in porch, which we'll go out to in a little bit, a huge island. So here's where really modern convenience meets the charm of the traditional homes, because this has been totally redone with a gas range. You are right in the heart of North Asheville, which is a really desirable area because of everything that's around it, just the vibe. It's just older and classic and kind of cool. So when we think about this home, this is going to be almost 1,500 square feet. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but it's going to be at the top of the price range because of where it's located. So let's keep going. I'll tell you about that a little bit more. So we have a long hallway, which we always see in a ranch home, which is kind of fun. Here's a bathroom right here for your guests, and also a big nice shower here. I'm digging these showers that just have like the half glass. You're not messing with that. The shower curtain that's always trying to wrestle you. You know that shower curtain? Nice big beautiful bedroom. Now we have all hardwood floors throughout. This is great. You know, here's the total Asheville thing. I don't know what's going on here, but I like it. Unbelievable faith, reason, and the search for truth. Check it out, y'all. I love how they've staged this home. I'm getting the impression this is staging. So here we have another bedroom. Nice size. Some of these older homes have less bedrooms and more space in the bedrooms. They're not cramming them all in like sometimes we see in the newer homes because they want to offer more bedrooms on the MLS, which is not what we want to do. Huge king size bed. Nice little closet. Is this a walk-in? What constitutes a walk-in? Yeah. And then here, because it's the primary, we're going to have a full bath. with an original tub, new tile work, new vanity right here. Like it. What's beautiful about this property is that it has been really well kept, you can tell. So I walk into the home and the first thing I do is do the smell test. And this smells great. It smells fresh. It smells new. But also it has a really large lot. And I want to show you the screened-in porch out here because you're going to be living outside. Pretty much. You're going to be moving to Asheville. You're going to be living outside. And that's exactly what Chris and Alex are looking for too. So we want to be outside when we come to an area that encourages that. Well, if you're looking to move to Asheville or Western North Carolina in general, we help buyers and sellers. So if you're local or you're moving here, we'd be glad to help you out. Reach out any of the ways down below. Now, if you look out here, we are in the city. I mean, we're right on the cusp, actually. And I want you to listen and hear because you're not hearing anything. This is the beauty of North Asheville. I hear birds. This is 0.66 acres. If you look down below, now we're just in spring, so everything's growing up like crazy right now, which is beautiful. We're really excited about that. There's a little babbling brook down there, just a tiny little creek with a footbridge that goes over it. And this is a lot of space for being as close as we are to downtown Asheville. I can imagine having a grill out here. I would be having dinner out here every night. I would have a big, beautiful table, some really nice ambiance, some lights here, and I would make a whole deal out of it. Let's go downstairs, and then I'll take you out to the backyard. The difference in this home versus the ones that we saw earlier is you do have a downstairs. It is usable. It's just not exactly finished yet. Oh, and they need to replace the battery for the fire alarm. So you do have this extra space down here. Check this out. With its own entrance, which is really in the back. So it's not as accessible if you wanted to rent it out separately. You have a washer dryer down here with a sink, which is awesome. And then look at this, y'all. Now, if this is important to you, this being a garage, a 2-car garage, so you can pull it right in here, especially if you're thinking about not being here all the time or you have a car that you really want to protect. All homes in Asheville do not always come with a 2-car garage. Now, Chris and Alex are like, they don't care one way or another, so they're kind of open. They really care about where they are and the lifestyle of it and the look of the home. So they're not as concerned about the garage, but some people really are, so that makes a difference. This home has a garage, so that's going to add a little bit more to the price, right? So we're talking about location, we're talking about square footage, and potential for finishing this downstairs. Bing, bing. So you could put some money into this and really finish it out and create a really nice environment. So as we head out to the outstairs, you're going to have stairs that come down from that deck. But then look out here, how gorgeous this is. You could do so many things with this backyard. Now, for some people that could be a plus. Like you're like, oh, I have extra space. I really want to have like a big garden. This is a great space for that. Other people are like, oh, they look at it and they're like, oh, I gotta mow all that? Oh my God. Really nice established tree right here. And then you have a flat area that's totally usable up here where they have a little fireplace. So there's all kinds of options. Again, this is on 0.66 acres. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, built in 1960 in a prime location in Asheville. That's easily accessible to get to everything that they probably want to do. Coming in right at $749,000, right at the top of their budget. Check it out on the map too. Let us know what you think down below because these 3 homes all offer very different things. Now remember, right now they're just 2 people. They don't need a ton of room, but they want that extra space for an office and be able to spread out. So vote down below. Let us know. We need your help, y'all. Okay, let's head. We have some people coming to town who are thinking about moving to North Asheville. Can you give us your impression about living in this area and around Beaver Lake and like what it's like?
It's beautiful and it's very friendly. It's kind of low key. Boy, soon as it gets dark, you just see reading lights go on in people's homes.
Even though you're so close to like downtown and like the city of Asheville.
We've got excitement around us, West Asheville, downtown. This is the chill location.
Okay, cool.
A lot of historical houses too.
No, there are some beautiful homes around here. And, you know, the neighborhoods are more established too, right? You know a lot of your neighbors?
Yeah.
Have you
absolutely.
lived here a long time?
Very mixed too. We lived here about 7 years.
When you say mixed, you mean like different ages and demographics?
And demographics too.
Yeah.
Ages, demographics, some rentals, some primary residents.
Okay. Yeah. And how's traffic going up this way?
Very low key around here.
Okay. Now what are you doing? You're taking a kayak, canoe? What is this?
I lived in Hawaii, and this is my Hawaiian kayak canoe.
You lived in Hawaii and now you live here? How long have you been here?
7 years.
Aloha. But how does this fit in here? I mean, because this is like a real thing. I mean, this is like for the ocean.
It's for ocean.
Yeah. You can do it. I
workout.
bet you go real fast.
Good
People are like,
workout.
"Pshoo." Awesome. Enjoy. Thank
All right,
you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us on our journey to find Alex and Chris the perfect home. And thank you for voting down below. That really helps us think about what's perfect for them. If you want to see other people find their perfect homes in Asheville and explore Asheville in general, check out these videos right here. Until then, ciao for now.